Welcome back. Now, the 2013 Global Slavery Index estimates that there are over 20 million slaves, exactly 29.8 million slaves worldwide, and there are about 701,032 people enslaved in Nigeria today. The index, which was compiled by Walk Free Foundation, an Australian-based human rights organization backed by prominent world leaders like Tony Blair, Hillary Clinton, used modern-day slavery, such as debt, bondage, forced marriage, and human trafficking for its study. India, China, Pakistan, and Nigeria have the highest number of people enslaved. Nigeria also ranks 48th amongst countries with the highest prevalence of modern-day slavery. Benin, Cote d'Ivoire, Gambia, and Gabon are ranked in the top 10 countries, while Ghana is ranked 18th and South Africa 115th. Now, how do we define modern-day slavery? And how can we stop the practices in our culture? Now, let me start, because I know very recently I said that I had a house help.
14-year-old.
And the whole world.
To attack you
the whole world. So let me just attack myself. Let me just. So I said we need to define it, because it's not only me. It's the whole of everybody has. So then not make me as a scapegoat. Turn me to Odua.
Your own is 14-year-old.
Let me not. Then they not turn me to Odua and say it's because me. I've said my own now. Do not make me scapegoat.
Yes.
Mine, her family, I know.
Yes.
They brought her to my house.
Okay.
Right? Her brother even still came on Sunday last week to come and check up. They come check up on her regularly. She goes to school. She hardly does anything in the house. All she does is eat and sleep, really. She goes to school and come back. I have a nanny who is 52-year-old, takes care of my child. And because that one is older, she tries to keep herself active. So she does a lot of sweeping and mopping just to keep her body moving around. So because of that, the 14-year-old doesn't really have anything to do.
No, because she even goes to school.
So now I'm asking you, is that defined as slavery?
No, because she goes to school. Most of them, the people that we keep in our homes, all these 12-year-olds, 11-year-olds, we don't send them to school. They're left at home to clean and sweep and do the cooking, all the household chores. They're there as modern slaves. Now, regardless of that, their parents are the ones who bring them to you. Their parents are using them as slaves. These kids should be in school. But because yours goes to school, I mean, I won't attack you.
You can go and find her.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you saying if you are...
Wait, one second. Let me invite our viewers. I forgot to invite them. You can call us on 070-8066-8014. You can tweet at us at YourViewTVC. We'd like to hear from you. Yes, YK.
If you employ an underage child and you send her to school, it's right?
This underage child, is she employed?
Please, I am not on trial.
No, because you're not supposed to employ. You're not supposed to employ an underage child at all. But some people, I've argued this thing over and over with people, and they say that there's some people that are going to be poor in our society.
Yes.
If you can take them in, and they're helping you, and you can send them to school, you're better. There's a story of a boy that the master sent all the way to university, from primary, secondary to university. So the boy has been taken out of poverty. He's been empowered. If that's what you're doing for them, it's better.
Okay, let me let Uwa talk. In a capitalist system, definitely there'll be rich and there'll be poor. Yes.
Now, from the Maslow's law of hierarchy of needs, the basic needs for every human being is the physiological needs, like food, shelter, and all that. So when I looked at this global index analysis, I beg to differ when they define modern slavery. Modern slavery is not defined by whatever they had brought about what's called early marriage,
death, bondage, forced marriage, and human trafficking.
What we have today, for me, in my own opinion, what we have today as modern slavery is the slavery of our minds, which is what has affected and eaten deep into us as humans. Because if we judge by that, we'll know that where we are, take for instance in the banking sector, you know, where people are, I consider bank job as modern slavery. If you want to define modern slavery, that is where you.
All right, let me take Jibola's call from Aja. Good morning, Jibola. Are you there?
Good morning. I'm
in trouble.
Yes. I can't hear you, Jibola. Go ahead, please.
Yeah,
hello, Jibola.
I want to share a deal with what you've just said.
Yes, go ahead.
The lady of truth, you're the one I want to talk to now. What you are doing is not regarded as modern slavery. I can say that. Like the lady in the middle said, the fair one, I don't know her name.
Uwa.
Yeah, banking, sincerely speaking, I can't even call it modern day slavery. I can call it PWD. People work and die. Yeah, that's exactly what I can call it.
Okay.
When you employ an underage and you send the person to school, for the fact that the person happens to take care of the child or your work, does not mean it's a modern day slavery. Provided you are doing everything to move the person forward.
All right.
It's an act of, I can just call it, let me call it helping the person.
Helping. All right.
Less privileged.
Thank you so much, Jibola. Yes, I know Waike wants to say something.
Because when you go that route, I want to tell you
All
that
of us are slaves.
all of us are slaves. No? You that you wear that Oyinbo hair, that's slavery.
No. Like, it's a choice. Can I say something?
Like, it is slavery of the mind.
Can I hold? Yeah, that's what I said. That's why I said
slavery of the mind.
That's what I said. I said slavery of the mind. But let me say something. I come from Edo State, and you know we have been attached to that, what's it called? Trafficking, human trafficking and all that. My father had 7 beautiful girls. If you know that I'm beautiful, you know that I have more prettier sisters. Yeah. 7 beautiful girls and 2 boys. He had a choice not to send anyone to Italy. And that time it was really booming. So it's not a mindset. It is thing that they are, the index or whatever they have used, the criteria they have used to judge modern day slavery. These ones are things of voluntary acts. I think we read somewhere last week, I read somewhere when they were talking about the people that died on the way to one whatever that they're going, Malta. Yes, these things, it was a voluntary, what's it called? They see that, okay, I have maybe better opportunities there. Let me run and escape. Would you want to call that one slavery? Slavery is when you don't have a choice and when you are now subjected to something.
I have a call. I'll let Jumoke talk. Laja Martins, are you there?
Yes,
From Ikorodu. Good morning.
Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
God bless you. You are all doing good jobs there.
Thank you, sir.
Enlightening us and allowing us to air our views.
Yes, sir.
My own point is this. I think there is slavery all over Nigeria, all over the world. Husbands enslaving wives. You can't go to this, you can't go to that. You take permission before you do this, you do that. I think we need a lot more understanding. Parents are even enslaving their children. At work, that is even worse. Somebody mentioned the bank just there. I think that is the highest level. People are enslaved. But the type people think about, the type we are talking about is this omodo. Yes. When you have omodo and then you put them in the house, what you eat is not what the omodo will eat. You relegate some clothes to that omodo. Even if you send that omodo to school, house help is what I call omodo. If you send her to school or him to school, you are still enslaving that person. You should treat that house help or whoever as your own child. Take it as your own child. I've seen somebody who did it. That omodo eventually is an Igbo guy, changed his name to the surname of the family because he had to go to school. He was treated. I will. All right. In fact, I can't describe.
Thank you, Mr. Martins. We appreciate. Thank you, Mr. Martins. We appreciate your call.
But just what he said. There was this day I went to a shop and there were children. There was this little girl. She was little. The children she was looking after were little. The madam was there, and she bought ice cream for all her children except that girl. That child, and you know the child was the house help, and the girl, she was a child, she was not much together, and I thought to myself, this is an evil woman. How can you buy ice cream for all your children? And this girl, she's looking longingly at the ice cream.
Yeah. Can I say something? That is why I said this slavery that we say is not the slavery of what you're defining, it's the mind. Because I, for one, I'm a person that whenever I have anybody working for me, you can never tell who is who. Yeah. That is how it is. I've never gotten an underage person work for me. They are usually older, but even at that, you can never tell the difference. That is my personality because I have a transformed mind. It is because of the slavery mentality that the lady is coming out from. She's now transferring it. That is why.
Okay,
what is in ice cream?
I get your point now.
What is ice cream? If it's not slavery mentality, why will I buy ice cream for 4 children and I leave one person out?
Exactly.
If it's not that I am also enslaved in my mind.
Gotcha. Yes. Now I get your point.
I totally agree with that because the way we treat those children who work for us, they're underage, and you would flog them the way you wouldn't flog your own children.
Can you imagine?
She breaks a plate or she does something wrong, the way you will flog, you know. So that's modern slavery for me. You know, I've always, you know, said we should stop it. We are the ones who can't stop it, because the people who bring them in, that's their own source of income.
But I think there should be some kind of regulatory body that ensures that even when you have these people in your houses, there should be a body that this house helps even know they can run to when you maltreat them.
Because they have something like that.
You should have somewhere where they know that they can hold.
It's human trafficking. They bring them from neighboring countries, from Togo, from Benin, you know. It's their parents.
I've been told that there's NANCIP actually in charge of that. That NANCIP is the organization that actually handles that kind of situation.
So do they know how many people are living in how many people's houses?
You know, if you notice in recent times,
I have Chad from Lagos. Okay. I have a call. Good morning, Chad. Are you there?
Yeah, good morning.
How are you, sir?
My name is Chike.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to contribute to your discussion.
Yes, go ahead, sir.
Actually, the modern slavery is not only when you have a slave in the house or you employ somebody in the house. Let's look at NACO Avions. NACO, a company called NACO Avions, is a ground handling company where they have some staff working in the tarmac. They call ramp assistants. They don't give them what they want. They over-labor them. Some of them will resume by 11 p.m. and close by 10 p.m. At the end of the day, there's nothing to write home about. The salary is nothing. So what kind of work is that? Is that not slavery? And so other things going on. You understand? You understand where even a graduate, they will employ a graduate.
Thank you so much, Chad, because I think you just raised an important point. Thank you very much. Let me latch into what he just said, because there are a lot of companies that know that technology is evolving every day, and you can get better equipment, better machines to do your hard labor. All these your concurrent people, all these your sand carrying people. You don't necessarily need people carrying those things anymore. You can have them, train them to do other things, less menial jobs for them to do. But you don't want to invest that money. So you rather get them carrying blocks from place to place where you can get tractors to actually do that job. That can't be defined as slavery.
There was a day I went to a supermarket very close by, and I saw a very old man. That day, you know, funny thing, when my husband parked, something just told him, just reverse your car and park somewhere else. In less than 5 minutes, this man fell from, he was trying to break something and he was sitting on it. So he fell down and broke his head. There was blood over in a split of 2 seconds. See, let me tell you something. This thing I say is not, even some people don't have a choice, but you as an informed person, where we have a problem is information. Where we have a problem, we need to start educating a lot of people, even the so-called elite people. You understand? They are still trapped in their mind. That is why somebody can comfortably steal 250 million and sit down quietly. If your mind is not enslaved, why would you do that? Yes. It is poverty that makes you. It's the poverty of the mind. You have so much, yet you're living in a mindset of scarcity. That is where we need to transform our mindset. Now, even in Akwa Ibom, have you noticed that we don't see Calabar's house girls anymore? Akwa Ibom state government did something very profound.
That's not true.
Free education.
Don't say that.
No, don't say it has reduced. It has curbed the law. We don't hear Kite anymore now. All those jokes with the Kite. It is because the trend of house girl coming from. He said it. The governor said it, that he wants to disassociate his people from that mindset that they are only good enough for house help. And he has done something. He has brought about the biggest e-library, I think, in Africa, now in Akwa Ibom State. And there's education, free education for all. Those are the kind of things that can transform our
all right, Uwa, you've had the floor for a while. So let me take, I'll take you, but let me take Belo's call. Good morning, Belo. Are you there?
Yes, I'm there. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Oh, good morning. Please, I'm very happy with the topic you bring. There is a guy that called later that are from Ikorodu.
Yes.
I have his brother. The lady there, she's an Fulani. You can't differentiate the children and the lady, the housemaid. And then the lady now is higher institution, as I'm saying. He finished at Star Secondary School in Ikorodu at the back of Boys Science Estate. And then you think that people can do, you see, they are all ladies. Let us say the fact. The wives at home, they are the people into slave trade to the maybe housemaid or mother. the way they handle them, the way they differentiate them, the way they say them, okay, I don't want you to sit inside the car, and then your leg is dirty, and your cloth is dirty, and then is he not the one that is taking care of his children, feeding your children, and then you left that housemate in your house, went to your work. I see people in the office now. You don't know what is happening at home.
They take them to it. All right, let me take my question.
Yeah, so
thank you very much, sir.
Modern slavery in the workplace. Just had to what you were saying about using machinery. There's new technology in the workplace. I don't know, because we have a lot of people who are unemployed. I don't know about using machines to replace humans in Nigeria now. But what I know is that we can better protect them, have them wear helmets. You see the guys who are breaking tar on the roads. They're not wearing shoes. They don't have any helmet. They don't have any gloves. They're doing all of that. So if anything hits you, that leg is gone. What do you use again? You know, so as much as Nigeria is very populated, you know, just protect them, have them wear protection.
In that kind of situation, Jumoke, there should be an insurance for this kind of people, all right, for their families. Yes, because let's say something like you said, they really need protection. The jobs, but they need the jobs as well. Yes, because when you employ everything, you have machines for everything. Yeah,
what happens to humans?
All right, we have to round up.
Badiru Kinde says modern slavery is it just reflects in our industries, especially the Chinese companies. Poverty also have been a causative factor to this menace. Somebody says, Okoye Hillary says, it is a matter of mindset. When your mindset is changed, then the country will change.
All right. Safe Giving is next on Let's Talk. Stay with us, we'll be right back. Welcome back. Now, giving is living, and Nigerians are known to be charitable, giving a helping hand to the less privileged and handicapped. In recent times, however, a lot of charitable organizations have become fraudulent and poorly run, thereby reducing donations and aid from well-meaning, generous Nigerians. Safe Giving is a new and efficient way to make sure your charitable donations goes to where it can be put to good use. 234Give is Nigeria's first online fundraising platform dedicated to empowering passionate social change makers to raise funds for the causes that improve and uplift their communities. Joining us on the show today to educate us more about safe giving are two advocates of the cause. That's Rita Igofose and Amina, sorry, take that back, Imaseka. Yes, welcome to the show, ladies.
Thank you.
It's good to have you. Now, we've heard so much about giving here, but what's so interesting is that Nigerians are so quick to give when it comes to, they give to church a lot. They find it more comfortable giving to churches than giving directly to any organizations. There was a time when we were growing up that it was easy. You go to the Red Cross, you go to the brownies. I was a brownie when I was a kid. The brownies, we go and give to the various organizations, the Boy Scouts, but those things don't happen anymore. What's your organization doing about that?
Well, we're an online fundraising platform, as you said. We started in November, and since then we have about like 130 charities.
Last year?
Last year, yes, sorry. 130 charities actually sit on our platform. And basically, it's the same thing as what you were doing. If you want to give money to Red Cross, well, we don't have Red Cross on our platform. You just come to our platform and you donate money. And the reason it's a good idea is because, as you've been saying, yes, there's a lot of fraudulency and all this stuff that goes on. And people don't trust necessarily giving their money to a random charity. But all our charities are vetted. We go through like a process that makes sure that every charity on our platform is legitimate, has registered with the right legal people, and all these kind of things.
Do you have affiliations with religious institutions like churches and mosques? Because many people actually are more comfortable giving to those organizations than to the
that's true, which is ironic though, because a lot of churches are fraudulent too. I think it's just a slight detour. But we do, I think we have Excel Charity, which is the Redeemed Church. It's like a collection of all their charities under one body. That's on our platform. So we do have religious organizations.
Yeah, can I just ask, because you see, this is Nigeria, and you tell me you're online and I can come and give to you. How do I know that you are not fraudulent?
Thank you.
We actually,
okay, anyone that goes to the platform or to the website you can see any money donated or given. Your name is there, except you want to give as an anonymous giver.
Okay.
So even the charity you are giving to, or you as the person that wants to donate, everything is on there for everybody to see. So one thing about the platform is it's very transparent, it's convenient, it's safe, like your card details. Yes, we know Nigerians don't feel comfortable with the whole card thing, like, okay, how am I so sure my card details are safe? But the money doesn't come directly to us. We have Stanbic IBTC as our trustees. So the money goes to Stanbic IBTC. So
why
we
give
don't
to you at
handle.
all? Why not just take it to the charity I want to give to directly?
It's convenient. Like instead of now you don't have to leave your office. You don't have to get into the Lagos traffic. You don't have to drive all the way down. Right there in your office, like you go to this website, you see what these charities are doing. Or, and one thing about giving is it's an emotional thing. So right there on the spot, you already have that feeling like I want to give. You click the donate button and you donate.
Because you see, giving is a major issue in Nigeria because we really want to give. But just like Waike rightly said, we don't trust anybody anymore. Now, how do we ensure that 234 also ensures it gets to them? And when it gets to them, they use that money for what it's supposed to be used for? Because we hear that monies or even items get to these orphanages and is the proprietors that they end up using this material. So how do you ensure that the money that your donor gets to you,
they use it?
She talked about some legal issues we deal with the charities. So yes, we have what we call the positive action statement that we get the charities to sign after we vetted them. So this statement says that if they don't use the funds for what they claim they're using the funds for, we have the right to sue them and we return the funds back. So yes, we get all the charities to sign this positive action statement. So it's like the code of conduct we use to keep them in check.
Right?
Yes.
How do you earn your own money?
For money raised on the platform, we don't charge the donors, we charge the charities. So of course, because we connect them to the donors, so we charge them a certain percentage of money raised.
What's the percentage? Well, I like to know if I'm going to be giving 100,000 and you're taking 10,000 out of that.
It's not from your money.
It's not from your money.
Charity.
It's from the charity.
I'm saying I'm giving to one orphanage 100,000 to buy baby food, and you're going to take 10,000 out of that. If your percentage is 10%, I don't want to use you.
That has nothing to do with you because they have a discussion with the charity.
Yes.
And they don't decide. So your own money has been given to the person you asked them to give it to you. Now they discuss with the person.
Mariah, my question again. If we know that some charities, they take the things that are given to them and they don't use properly. Now you're saying that they're in touch with the charities. Why I might feel that they're going to collaborate. You're just going to take my money, both of you go into whatever agreement that you go into, and you're not going to use my money for what I put it for.
We never touch the money.
We don't touch the money. We don't even see the money.
That's the whole point, because we know that people are, these kind of questions
because begging is commercialized in this our nation.
Yes,
we don't.
My question is, because I've seen I've gone to a lot of orphanages and a lot of charity homes, and I know that these children, and most of them, is only one that I've seen that really impressed me, because I saw the children, my children were with them, and you didn't know the difference. So now, are we going to now have more revamped orphanages than the ones that I think, because for me, I personally think that they deliberately leave the children to be smelly and dirty, maybe to gain sympathy. But for someone like me, I cannot sympathize with that. It irritates me. So now, you as a body, do you now go the extra mile to ensure that those children actually come out, from the orphanages better than how they went there?
Well, we have a whole bunch of charities on our platform. So it's not just children, orphanages, there's education, there's technology.
I'm particular about children.
We actually ask for like project reports and updates, because people donate money, they want to see what's happened with the money. So obviously we have to make sure that our charity is actually doing something. So take Irede Foundation, they're one of the charities on our platform. The last project report we asked them for, they spoke about a child called Chidebere whose leg had been amputated at the hip, and then we used the money raised on the platform to buy a new prosthetic. So, they send the picture, they tell us stories. Those are the kind of things that we're trying to do, because we understand the process. People want to give money.
Okay, all right.
Charities need money.
Let's take a call from Precious. Good morning, Precious. Are you there?
Hello, good morning.
Yes, how are you?
Yeah, fine, thank you. My view on this 234 giving, because I've gone through their website, is basically about charity. I want to ask, because I don't need donations, but do they also give donations to individuals? Because if you go to a website like GoFundMe, it's based in the US, can use PayPal to donate? People who need help, not necessarily charities, can fund their education, fund their personal businesses and all that. So I want to know, is this one also involved in funding for individuals who need? And also, based on the previous topic on modern day slavery, because I've been trying to call and going through. Yeah, on modern day slavery, if you employ a house help in your house and you're taking good care of her, then it's not modern day slavery. But let's go to the real thing. once you employ an underage person that is not up to 18, that is not yet ready to make decisions for themselves, is slavery. No matter how good you take care of the person.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. All right. Concerning what he asked about, can we raise funds for personal business? Now, maybe not for business, for their own business plans, but for people who have issues, they maybe have goiter, they have someone else. So do you help raise funds for that?
Yes, we do, because apart from charities, we also have courses on the platform. So people, individuals that have courses that they want to raise funds for, they are allowed to, yes, you can set up your course and send word out to your friends that, okay, I have a course on this page, please go donate towards this course. So yes, we do individual courses.
Do you walk the streets of Lagos? Because when you walk the streets of Lagos, why are you laughing? Because you will see some people suffering, gone, and he's just begging. There is one that I pass every morning when I'm coming to work. His neck is like this. I pity him. I have to give him money. I know my money cannot do anything for him. But do you go and help those kind of people and just help them and then take the picture and say, please, let's help this person? Okay. Or am I suggesting it to you that you should please try?
Okay, what we do is we provide the platform to help, raising money, easy, convenient, transparent for people. So we don't go on the streets of Lagos to look for, who is sick, who is that. We don't even need to go. The phone calls we receive every day of people that have different causes is amazing. So you, as a person's friend or family member, can come onto our page, like we give you the platform to raise the funds. Okay, here's the platform. So tell people about it and raise your funds.
Good morning, Shagun. Are you there?
Good morning.
Yes. You have 10 seconds, please. Go ahead.
I just want to contribute to the issue of modern slavery.
Yes, go ahead.
The modern slavery is just the misuse of children nowadays. As in, people employing underage children and maltreating them. That is not okay at all.
Okay, all right. Point taken.
Thank you very much. I want to ask a question. If I don't have money, because I know a lot of people want to give and probably don't have money. Like YK here can just decide to offload her wardrobe, and send people that need all these things. So do you accept those kind of
yes, in kind donations?
Okay. Yes, in kind. Okay.
My question to you
how do you do that online? I know I can't pass my computer.
Well, I mean, the charity is a request for. Every charity has their page, so you will see what you want, what they want, or what they need.
Who needs what.
So if you wanted to say, like, we have an office, obviously, so you can come and drop stuff off. If you want to say, I want to do for this charity.
So where is your office?
It's in Neki or Sapa.
Okay, so I'm staring at you and thinking that what's the objective of you guys forming this organization? Did you just look at Nigerians that, we need to help them give them money safely, or we need to create a source of income for ourselves?
No. We're very
we want to help
helping
Nigerians because we know Nigerians are givers. So we want to help them give in an easier, convenient manner.
One thing I must say, because the truth is that when you lived abroad and when all these all these typhoons and these floods happen, people come together and they give. These kind of organizations exist a lot.
Global giving,
and they go around and people donate to these organizations and they redistribute to them. So I'm happy that you guys exist. The only worry I have is sustainability, the transparency, the fact that we can trace what we're giving. That's because it makes a whole lot of sense to have an organization like because it's so easy to say, church, we're doing donations. They are constantly giving to church, and sometimes there are other people that need out there.
And you don't have access to your church's accounts. You don't. But you have access to the 234 Give account. You can log in and you see money given, so nobody can hide or steal.
234 because I don't want to. It's just when I don't give you my money. Then one day I'll see you.
Yeah, call Stanbic.
Good issue, Prada bag.
We are not an NGO. We provide a service.
Let me take Godwin. Good morning, Godwin. Are you there? We lost that call. Okay, all right. Yes, you're saying.
I mean, transparency is a big problem. We thought about this, like at the inception of the company. I wasn't there, but it was thought about because you're asking people to give you money, and then you're saying, give us money to give to other people, essentially. Of course, everyone's going to wonder what you did. If I gave you money and to give someone else, and I see you with a bag next week, I wonder what happened. I would at least think about
this. Brings the question now. Do you have something you do outside this? Because if, for instance, a percentage, I don't think that percentage will be more. Will be so much. So do you do something outside?
It might be 50%.
Wait, Najim, okay. Do you do something? It can never be 50%. Do you do something outside what you do? the 2, 3, 4
Do you have other jobs?
to sustain
No,
yourself?
The platform is a sustainable model. It does work. It's a business idea that works.
Okay.
It works very well. I mean, there's like loads of other companies that do the same
to
thing.
be sure that is a business idea.
A lot of companies start and they don't make profit immediately.
Yes.
A lot of companies start after 5 years.
And I'm sure they will have like adverts on your website, so that one can generate.
Yes, and also the corporates, don't forget, I think that's a major area where we actually, you know, make money, because another thing we do is we connect the corporate organizations with the credible charities. Okay. So for using the page to raise funds or to donate, yes, we charge the corporates.
Because we don't want to see...
No.
Me, I will just shout, see my mom.
No, but if you go to a corporate organization and it says, okay, charity A needs 10 million naira, and, you know, we're going to ensure the 10 million naira is spent well, we have to show that we can actually, you know, be on top of the 10 million naira. We don't want to go there looking hungry and they go, how are we so sure you won't pocket the 10 million?
Someone says Jumoke's question, that's Francesca Glover, is salient. When the charity pay the percentage, it comes from what's being donated. Then Samuel Follow Runshaw says, as long as there is no proper monitoring of these institutions, the funds will end the same way. So that's a lot of fear, I'm sure that many Nigerians will.
Because one thing, because one culture that we try is a lot of new generation parents. We try to instill the fact is giving, letting our children start to give. Now, someone like me, I have piles of clothes that I want to give. I just don't know where to take it to. So it's exciting to know that you people exist, and I can just bring those clothes and dump it over to you.
Okay. No, I have a lot of
my church, we take clothes to our bed.
So you just
wash and iron.
Start it. Give it out.
But why is your church more important than the charities on our platform? I see. So it's a trust issue.
It's a trust issue.
Yeah. I can't even give my clothes to the charity, because all the people that work for me, a lot of my friends, oh yeah, come, you bring the clothes. So my clothes end up going to individuals.
That's
not
fine.
We have to round up. So just final words from you.
So does that make me a bad person?
No. You are still meeting the needs.
Because we have to round up. Final words from you concerning what the objectives of this organization and what you expect people to do and how to compel them to give. So just a few words.
Okay. We know Nigerians have this fear of, okay, actually the online thing, which is what we are trying to push. We know it's new, we know it's different, but we know we are trying with the Jumi and the rest. When you use your card, you get your goods. Same thing with 234 Give. You can go online to donate. Your card details are safe. It's very easy for you. It's very convenient for you. It also helps the charities.
Right. Thank you very much, ladies, for coming.
I rather bring cash.
It's been a great show, ladies. Thank you for coming. Thank you for joining us on the show today. Don't forget to watch a repeat broadcast of this program at 11 p.m. tonight. And you can also catch us on YouTube. Go to Your View Space TVC. And as always, the World Health Organization, WHO, says that 30 Nigerians die of cancer every hour. The best cure for cancer is early detection. Therefore, please go for your screening today. Have a beautiful day and see you tomorrow.